Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from Carbinox. This is their Vortex Smartwatch, and this is a very interesting product that has a lot of functions and features. And today's video is about getting started with your Vortex Smartwatch from Carbinox. We're going to do a full unboxing. We're going to cover pairing with the phone, exploring the apps, watch face customization, message notifications, time and location settings, contacts, sleep mode, and raise to wake features. So this is more of an informational video about the Vortex from Carbinox. We're going to get into it now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is how it comes packed up, fully sealed and ready to go. This is made out of a zinc alloy metal, so you're going to get a really tough design out of this. Up to 15 days of battery life per charge, a 1.96-inch AMOLED Corning Gorilla Glass covered display, 100 different sports modes. You're going to get 5 ATM water protection on this as well. And overall, this comes in a very nice premium package, as you can see here. Now I even have this nice little pen that Carbinox sent me as a gift to help open and unbox this unit for you so that you can see exactly what you get in this when you get your purchase. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is show you all of the contents that should come in your box with your Vortex. The smartwatch obviously is a given, but there are a few other things that we do want to cover here in the unboxing. First, starting out with a little bit of literature on top here, and you can see that they've done a really nice job with the packaging here overall. So taking a look inside, we do have a few things to look at here. There is a card here that you can scan with your camera to give you VIP benefits at Carbinox. So hold on to that if you would like. Then they have a nice fold out here. This is written all in English. It is a color fold out that's going to show you everything from the back buttons, all of your button assignments, your up button, all of the sports modes that you can get into, the down button, some of the tiles that you can edit on this, and several other things, as well as how to get started with the app, how to update your watch faces, things like that that we'll be covering in this video. But this is a very nice handout to have just for quick reference, and of course it's included in the box for you. The last thing a little bit here being the Glory Fit Pro app that you can get for iOS or for Android. Now in the accessories side, you're going to get your charger. And this is a magnetic charging dock for the Vortex itself. And as you open this up, you can see that we do have a USB style plug in here. It's a USB Type A plug to a dual pogo pin style kind of a dock here. As you can see, the double pins here, that's on the bottom of your watch. You'll just rest it in place and it will magnetically sit on top of that and recharge your watch. You can plug it into any USB to AC adapter to charge your watch, or you can plug the USB into any laptop or PC's USB port to charge it up as well. Now it takes about 3 hours to fully charge the watch, but remember you're getting up to 15 hours of battery life per charge. The last thing we have in the box, and there's nothing left in here at this point, is going to be the watch itself. So we're going to take the box, put it to the back, and let's take a look at the Vortex itself. Now it comes covered in a plastic portion here that you will have to remove. It's got a nice band that comes pre-installed. Now if you get the Elite pack or one of the other packs, you'll get extra bands with this as well. They are interchangeable, these bands. They are 22 millimeter bands, and they are interchangeable. So if you'd like to switch it out with any other 22 millimeter band, you can, but you do have to remove the plastic here. There's a pull tab that you can slide through on this side, and then you can just tear off the rest if you want to, or just remove the bottom portion of the band, and you can use the pogo pin there to do that, and then you can take out the rest of the plastic. And this is just to get started and set up and ready, but you can easily put this back in place, no problems. And again, if you want to use any 22 millimeter band, you can use any one that you would like. Overall, just a really nice high quality construction here. A 1.96 inch AMOLED display covered in Gorilla Glass, so that is going to help with durability. You've got an up and down button on the left hand side, and a back and select button on the right hand side. So that'll do it for the unboxing. That's everything that you should get with your Carbinox Vortex. And let's move on to the next section. Okay, in this section, we're going to be talking about pairing your Vortex with your phone. Now, it's going to use this app called Glory Fit Pro. And when you first start up your watch, you're going to get a section that's going to allow you to pick a language. And they have a ton of different languages for you to pick. So pick the language that is best for you. I am going to select English. Now it does have a QR code here to get the Glory Fit Pro app, and you can scan it with your phone's camera, and it will take you to the download. I already have it on my phone here for Android, and that's what we'll be using as demonstration today. Now the Glory Fit Pro app, you'll have to sign up with an email address, and once you do, you'll notice that you have a big green Bind Now button up at the top. You can also go to Device, and there'll be a plus button for Add Device here. Now this phone connects over Bluetooth, so you need to have Bluetooth on, and you can also scan a QR code as well, as you can see by the top right corner, and you're going to want to give it the permissions to use your phone, camera, and everything like that. Permissions are a big deal. You're going to want to make sure that all of your permissions are allowed for full functionality of the device. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make sure that we go to Add Device under Device and hit plus. Make sure that you do have Bluetooth on in your phone, or this will not work correctly. Now you can see it automatically came up when it searched, and now it's connecting, and on the watch it asks me, do I want to pair with a big red OK button. This is going to be very easy. Just pick up your watch and click the OK button, and it will pair. Now once you're paired here, you can see that you've got your MAC address, the name of the device up at the top. You do have your battery level. There's going to be a big red exclamation point here for allow notification permissions to receive notifications and control the music player. And then of course you'll get a pairing request that you will have to let happen here as well. Now to access your contacts, again, you're going to want to allow permissions for that. And these are permissions that must be used to get the fullest extent of the watch itself. So make sure that you do go through and under notification access, make sure that Glory Fit Pro is checked, and make sure that it will be able to read notifications and then go back to the app. SMS, incoming call reminders can all be enabled here, and as you enable these, it's going to ask you for the permissions for these. Make sure that you do allow the phone permissions, SMS permissions, call logs, everything that you need. If you are missing any one of these, they may not function correctly. So we're going to turn on SMS reminders. It's going to ask me for my SMS permission and address book, which I already gave it the permissions for, so we're good there. App reminders, the same thing, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Health monitoring and alarms. You can set alarms here. And you have other things as well that we'll get into in just a few moments. But that's as easy as it is to get set up via Bluetooth to your phone from your Vortex. In this section, we're going to talk about the built-in applications with the watch itself. On the right-hand side, you've got the buttons here. You can swipe to the left, and it's going to show you all the installed apps that are here, plus your settings at the bottom. We're going to take a look one by one and show you all of your apps. Now, the call app is obviously for making phone calls. It is connected via Bluetooth, so you can just bring up a dialer and dial a number. You can use your contacts as well if you would like to, so you do have that option there. Daily activity is going to count your steps, your calories, and your distance every day, depending on how active you are, and you can set goals for that in the app. Going through, we do have workouts here, and we've got a ton of preloaded workouts, indoor and outdoor runs, cycling, mountaineering, free training, and you can add workouts as well, open water swim, as you can see there. Your workout records, this will keep track of workouts that you have already done. And then we have heart rate. So I'm going to put this on for now so that we can show you the test of being able to take and track your heart rate. And you can set this to track continuously throughout the day if you would like. So let's go over and do that. We're going to take a little bit of a test here, and you can see that my current is 82, about 82, 81, 80, somewhere in that range. So pretty accurate. Now, I did test this against an SpO2 fingertip monitor, and it worked out really well. Now, also, if you wear it throughout the day, it'll show you your resting heart rate as well. Now, sleep is in here as well, and this will track your sleep. You can set a schedule here, and you do have settings as well as a sleep goal, a reminder for when you're going to be going to sleep. It will remind you 10 minutes beforehand, and you do have a sleep mode as well. I'll cover that in a little bit. Blood oxygen level here, you can see that my max is 99%, minimum 97%, and it takes a few moments for this to come up. Currently, I'm at 98, 97, 99, right in there. And again, it was within 1 point or so of my fingertip pulse oximeter. Now, you can set this to check every 5 minutes to every 60 minutes if you want. I currently have it at every 10 minutes. And you can turn on an alert for low blood oxygen. If you're somebody that needs to monitor that, you can definitely do that here. Now, they also have a stress metric that you can measure, and this will tell you what your total stress level is. This takes a little bit longer for this to come up and measure because it's adding multiple things together to give you a metric on your stress. So if you're somebody that has a high pressure job or are just stressed out, you might want to take a look at this every once in a while and maybe do some deep breathing exercises or other things as well. And you can see right here that I came up with a score of 47, which falls into the normal range there. We also have music. If you want to play and control music on your phone, you've got your pause and play button, you've got your volume adjustments, and your forward track and reverse track. You do have your voice assistant button, and what this is going to do is activate whatever voice assistant you have on your phone. Say if you're using iOS, it would be Siri, or if you're using Android, it would be maybe Google Assistant. You have the option to control it right here from your watch. You also have a weather option here, and you'll be able to get a weather forecast, your current weather, hourly weather, your UV index, your air quality, and then a 7-day forecast as well. So nice to have your weather right here on your watch. You do have breathing exercises. You can set the duration, the pace, and then you can click on start, and what this is going to just do some breathing training. Again, if you're stressed out and you need to take a break, you may want to do this for about 5 minutes or so just to feel better and break up your day. We also have our notification app here, and you'll be able to view your incoming notifications, whether they're from an application or SMS or missed calls. Whatever you have there will show up here under notifications. We have a built-in stopwatch, which is something that is always nice to have. In case you need that, you can have just a simple stopwatch that you can reset, start, or stop. You can add alarms here for waking up at a certain time during the day, so you do have that option as well. You also have a countdown timer that you can set anywhere from 1 minute to 60 minutes. You even have a custom button if you wanted to do it for, say, I don't know, 32 minutes. You could do it that way. You have a built-in calculator here, which can come in handy. A remote shutter for taking pictures from your phone right from your watch. You do have a flashlight that's built in here as well, so that if you do need a little bit of light in a dark situation, you do have a built-in flashlight. You do have Find Your Phone, and this is if you have misplaced your phone, it will send a beep to your phone so that you can locate it. Women's Health for tracking your cycles, and then of course settings here with all of your system settings like display and brightness, sound and vibration, themes, passwords, a date and time, do not disturb, sport recognition, setting a bottom key function, covering a lock, which means that when you cover the screen, it will turn off the screen, and changing watch faces. So those are all the apps that you'll get built in with the Vortex, and we will move on to the next section. In this section, we'll be covering watch face customization. As you can see, you've got your default watch faces here. If I hold down on the screen, I get some pre-built watch faces. I can slide through these and select one that I like, and then I can have that on the screen as my new watch face. So you do get some that are built in. Again, just holding down on the watch face itself for a few seconds will bring you into this screen. Now, using the select button on the right hand side, we can go into settings and you can do change watch face. It'll bring you back to the same thing as holding down on the screen. Now, the app itself has a built-in watch face market with hundreds and hundreds of watch faces that we can download and upload to our watch. So if you see one in here that you like, you can actually select it and you can go in and check. Here's one with a multifunction dial. I like this. I'm going to do a sync now, and it's now syncing this to my watch. Doesn't take too long, about 20 seconds or so to fully sync this, but this is a way that we can sync any watch face that you like that you see in the watch face market. And now you can see that this is my new watch face. It's synced and ready to go. But you can see we've got cartoons, we've got multifunction, we've got recently updated. And if we go in to those, there's even more of them to download. So you have plenty and plenty of options to make this your own, adding watch faces from each different section. So that's how you customize watch faces on your Carbinox Vortex. In this section, we're going to talk about configuring message and app notifications. If you swipe to the right, you're going to see all of the notifications that you get. I've got a few SMS notifications here, and you can either delete them or view them depending on what you want to do. And we can also configure different applications to show up in notifications as well. So let's get on with that and show you exactly how to do that. Now, in the app, you're going to see a spot here called App Reminder. And when you initially click it, you're going to have to give some permissions. But you can see all of the apps here. You've got WhatsApp, you've got X and Facebook, Snapchat, Gmail, Pinterest, Hangouts, and a ton more. And at the bottom, we've got more reminders as well. So say I want to have Messenger come through in Facebook and WhatsApp, maybe Gmail as well. And then if we want to add individual programs, we can go to more reminders. This will load all of the programs that you have that can send you reminders on your phone. And say I want to add Reddit to this, I can add Reddit, and I can go back. And once they're all saved, now any time that I get an app pop up from, say, Messenger, it will show up in this list as well. So that is how you configure text or SMS and app reminders or app notifications for your Vortex. In this section, we're going to talk about time and location settings, and this is important. If you want to get up-to-date weather on your watch, you'll have to make sure that these settings are set up correctly. So the first thing that we want to do, as you can see on this watch face, I've got my current weather set up here, and this is a great thing. If I go into the select button on the upper right, I also have a weather app that I can launch, and it's going to show me a breakdown of all the weather and my forecast as well as my location. Now, to make sure that these are all set up correctly, go into settings and then time and date, and make sure that your time and date are synced with the app. If this is not checked, then you will not be able to pull that information from the app over to your setup. So you definitely want to make sure that that is checked. And then, of course, you want to make sure that in the app that we also have a few things checked here. And honestly, to get the most out of the app, you're going to want all of these. But what you want to do is you want to come in and go to permission settings under the Me tab. So we're going to go into permission settings here. And you're going to want to make sure that all of these are enabled. For the location permission, especially for this, you're going to want to make sure that location permission is enabled here so that it can determine your location, and then make sure that you also have that for your weather. So location permissions are extremely important. Make sure that when you go into permission settings that all of your permissions are set up and ready to run, and running the application in the background also, while it eats a little bit more battery on your phone, is very important to have here for your functionality of your Vortex. Now in this section, we're going to talk about managing your contacts and getting your contacts over from your phone to your watch. Now if we go to the top here and we go to our call application, you're going to see a section called contacts here, and currently I don't have any contacts in my watch. So we're going to show you how to move your contacts over from your phone so that they sync up with your watch. If we go to device at the bottom section here, you're going to have a section under other called address book. Now under address book, what you want to do is open up the address book function, select up to 100 contacts, confirm them, and that you can import them to your setup. So what it's going to do is it's going to find all my contacts here, and I am going to either select individual contacts, or at the bottom you can see I have a select all button. I'm going to select all my contacts, and I am going to hit the import button. Now what this is doing is this is loading all of my contacts to the watch itself, so that way the watch has them, and when I'm making phone calls I can do it via a contact, which makes everything much easier. I can see that the process here, depending on how many contacts you have, I have about 100 contacts in my phone at the moment. It takes a little bit of time to move it over Bluetooth to the watch, but once we're done here, which should be just about now, you can see that my sync is complete. So now when we go into the watch itself and we go back to our call, we go into contacts, you can see I've got a bunch of contacts in here, and they are all listed. So now I can just one-click dial these contacts if I want to. So that is how you import contacts from the app to the Vortex. In this section, we're going to talk about sleep mode and tracking your sleep. And this is a very important application to help you get quality sleep. So if we hit the select button, then go to sleep, you can see that I took a 2-hour and 38-minute nap that it picked up there. We can set our bedtime and wake up time here, and we can set an alarm if we want an alarm to sound. You can also go in and go to sleep settings here, and it's going to have the timing. You do have a sleep goal, sleep reminder, which will allow you to remind you 10 minutes before it's time to go to sleep, and a sleep mode, which once enabled, a raise to wake will be disabled, incoming calls and notifications will be silenced with no vibration, excluding the alarm, so that you're not woken up while you're sleeping. So those can be enabled as well. And you can also check all of the information about your sleep in the app. It is located under the home page of the app, not device settings. So let me get back out of that. You go over to the home page and you'll see right here that it did get a 2-hour and 55-minute nap that I took. If it's not over 3 hours, it doesn't give you a lot of information other than this napping information, but it does give you some other things as far as sleep insights go to help you get better sleep. So that is sleep mode and how to make sure that it is enabled on your Vortex. In this section, we're going to be talking about raise to wake. Obviously, if you want to, enable this feature, we're going to show you exactly where to go to enable it on your watch. You can do this directly from the watch by hitting the select button in the upper right-hand corner. And then what you're going to want to do is you are going to go down to settings. And then once you go to settings, you're going to want to go to brightness and display. And here you can adjust your brightness, and as you can see, it gets incredibly bright, which is great for outdoor activity. And then as we go down, you have a wake section, raise to wake. Make sure that that is selected, and then you can even switch watch faces every time you raise to wake this setup. So as I tilt it back and then tilt it up, you can see that it will go off and then turn back on. So this is how you enable the raise to wake, and also tap to wake is underneath that as well, if that's something that you want to do. So there you go. That's my unboxing and getting started with your Carbinox Vortex Smartwatch. I hope that this video helped you out in navigating the Vortex Smartwatch. There are a lot of other things that this watch can do, but we've covered a lot of the major things with this watch. And overall, I hope the video has been very helpful. Again, this was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I'll check you guys out on the next one.